Hello and welcome one and all. I am Old School Gamer 1971. A special shout out to Moomin and Pro Predator 49XX. If you enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up, like, share everywhere, and if you haven't already, please subscribe as it helps the channel grow and puts a big old smile on this old face. So without further ado, Voice of the Little Game Review Roundup. So this month we'll be covering 5 games. So let's start with Retro Classics Bad Dudes vs the Dragon Ninja. It's a scrolling beat 'em up developed by 612 Entertainment that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2021. This is one of the arcade games that I put pounds into, even at 20p a go at the Silver Arcade in Leicester. Originally releasing in 1988, a side-scroller that never really got a good home port. The best was the Amiga version, but it's both slow and sluggish. Here we have an arcade conversion, and it is what it says on the tin. This was one of my favourite games ever from Data East. You play as a bad dude, and the Dragon Ninja have gone did and kidnapped Ronnie. You know, as in Ronald Reagan. Graphically, it was okay for the time. Some of the others were better, however. The sound the same, but it was the gameplay and wanting to get through to the next level. I completed this over and over. I never really got bored. The first thing I did after downloading it, play it through again. And you know what? I'll do the same for the capture. I'll play it through again. And it earns itself a solid 8.7 out of 10. Next up we have Retro Classics Two Crude Dudes. It's a scrolling beat 'em up developed by 612 Entertainment that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2021. This was an arcade game I never really got on with. At the time I played it occasionally for something different to play, other stuff to play, better stuff to play. It originally released in 1990 on the arcades. This, like Dragon Ninja, is a game designed to eat money. You never get too far on one credit. The game upon reflection is a pretty solid play. Will I play this through? I did this time, and there was a nostalgic feeling to the game. You are a mercenary and you must take on Big Valley, a terrorist organisation, and retake a war-torn New York. Graphics are of a different style to many games in the genre. Sound is instantly recognisable to anyone who frequented the arcades of the era. Gameplay is a little better than I remembered. Maybe the joystick was broken, and for once it was not me. I promise, come on now. And it earns itself a solid 7.9 out of 10. Next we have Carrion. It's a creature 'em up that was developed by Phobia Game Studios that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2021. Ever wanted to be a creature? Ever wanted to then eat humans? If yes, then this is the game for you. You play as an alien who's trying to escape a science lab. This is great fun and one I definitely had the green-eyed monster for when this came to the Switch first. Graphics are not the best, but at the same time I do like the style. Sound wise is great, the screams make you laugh. And gameplay, this is easy to pick up and play. At the same time, it does have an upgrade system that does add to the game and the carnage. Do not overthink this one. Sometimes I want something with great graphics, sometimes I want polish, ultra realistic graphics, and sometimes I want to eat people. This game fulfills that desire and earns itself a solid 8.8 out of 10. The Innsmouth Case. It's a text adventure developed by Assemble Entertainment that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2020. This is a HP Lovecraftian game. Already own Sinking City and The Call of Cthulhu. This one is in the same vein as those text adventures years ago on the old 8-bit computers. No, it is not the most exciting looking game ever, but it is a decent nighttime play, and whilst the story is familiar, it is an enjoyable play if you are into this kind of thing. HP Lovecraft never made any money in his lifetime, well, not enough to support himself. It was during the 1970s, some 30 plus years after his death, that he was brought out of obscurity and into the public eye again. No, this is not going to appease those looking for an action game, but relaxing of an evening with a beer in hand sounds like a plan, and earns itself a solid 8.3 out of 10. And finally we have Postal Redux. It's a shooter developed by Running with Scissors that came to the PlayStation 4 in 2021. What we have here is a game I never expected to play, as it released 5 years after the PC version. Then one day it is on the store. This is the first game of the controversial series, well, the second game onwards really. They follow the same formula throughout the series. You're having a bad day when you snap and go postal, hence the name. For me, in short bursts, this is a lot of fun, and this has that arcade feel that is hardly a bad thing. Sound and graphics do their thing. Gameplay is fast and fun. Oh, and some claret on show here. Just do not take the game too seriously, and it earned itself a solid 8.3 out of 10. And we are done. You have earned yourself a Chufty badge. Keep yourself safe, one and all. This has been Old School Gamer 1971, signing off.